In 1918, at the time where Austria-Hungary was pretty much imploding on every side of the empire, a lot of new states were created. One of them was the state of Slovenes, Serbs, and Croats. This state, though, didn't really last that long. 2 months after its creation, it requested to join Serbia, creating the Kingdom of Yugoslavia that we do actually know from our timeline. What if this straight up doesn't happen? What if they stay independent? We will explore that scenario right now, but before that, thanks for destroying the viewer goal and how could Germany win World War II like that. Part 2 will come after this video, and I do have some other ideas that I wanna do. So yes, subscribe if you find this interesting. And now let's go over back to the scenario. We will from now on call it Illria because it's easier like that. So yeah, now the question is, how will it be independent? Let's say they just, I don't know, like independence and decide that they stay independent, and maybe Serbia asks if they could unite, and they just say no. They may not really be happy with that because like a good chunk of Serbia's population just died in the First World War. And what do they get? Some war reparations, parts of Vojvodina and Montenegro? That's it? Now, the Entente would probably enforce that Italy doesn't get Northern Dalmatia and that they stay independent, so yeah, this will not go good for both of these. But we can like pretty much skip to the Great Depression. Nationalism would really start to rise in Serbia, and it will all come to a head in the Great Depression. Serbia's economy will go completely down. Like, I'm talking bread costing the same as a car just 2 years ago down. So yeah, they would turn ultra nationalist, just like the Italians, just like the Germans, and they will, just like Hungary, ally with the Axis. I mean, to get the land they were promised back. To say that World War II was really changed would be an absolute joke. Like, the only thing that would be different is that, well, Serbia's in the Axis, which really doesn't change much. And yeah, otherwise, though Illria is kinda cooked because, well, yeah, everybody had some sketches on the nation that they would like to come true. And Germany would get Slovenia. And yeah, they do not stand an absolute chance. Does Germany win the war? Absolutely not. So now this is where I have to get like extremely vague, because at this point, like, just some new nation exists for 20 years. Like, these are some huge changes, specifically to the Balkan timeline. Now, to the grand scheme of the world, yeah, this doesn't matter. But to the Balkan, this is huge. The peace treaty would be pretty much the same, except one thing. Serbia will be absolutely dismantled. Illria will get all of Vojvodina, and Montenegro will probably want to be independent after that horrendous Second World War. And I could also see Kosovo going to Albania and North Macedonia becoming independent. I do not see them joining Bulgaria because they already gained land in our timeline and were part of the Axis. Time to enter the Cold War, I think. Yeah, from now on I have to get a bit vague because, like, we have just created a random new nation and it exists for 20 years. Like, trust me, I cannot get enough information of 2 months of research because, like, dude, it just existed and joined Yugoslavia. That's it. So Serbia will definitely be a communist state, and for North Macedonia and Montenegro, I don't know. North Macedonia, maybe? Montenegro, I doubt, though. Let's first look at a scenario where they're more like Korea or Vietnam, where they're getting fought over by the communists and I just call them capitalists. So now how would this turn out? Will this be just a civil war? Just something in elections? Or will this be a full-scale proxy war? Honestly, I don't know. Like, this would probably be the most tense one of these because it's in the heart of Europe and both would benefit greatly from that new front, especially the communists, as it would be nice to isolate more Greece and Montenegro. So with all that being said, like the capitalists would still want them because there would still be a great asset to bring Montenegro to their side. So yeah, the proxy war approach still stays, and I think it will be more of a civil matter. Like it will be like in France and Italy, where there would be their fair share of communists, but they would never really get to that much power. Like, yeah, they would have a good part of the election, but not the main part. Yeah, and with that we can already, I guess, move on to the next vague scenario. They could also just pull the Yugoslavia power timeline, being completely neutral in the Cold War, though kinda it would be a bridge between them. But yeah, I do think this is the most likely one. I just wanted to mention that quickly because like there isn't much to say about it. I mean, they can always like start pulling a Balkan and fighting each other, but like not that I would be surprised. But yeah, whatever those of are, like the communists still completely collapse in Europe, which leads to maybe them breaking up with, maybe them unifying with Serbia and Montenegro, creating a more federal system, something like that, or they just stay the same. Now these are all the vague predictions I couldn't make because like at this point it's 80 years since and a new nation just exists, so I can't really predict that much. So yeah, here I will end it, and I will start working on the sequel to the World War II video.